Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. I hope you're doing well. However you're feeling, I doubt you're feeling as smug as I am, because behind me is what I think is the UK's cheapest S5. Sorry to you, Matt Armstrong, I'm taking over. I think this one's better and cheaper. So yeah, without further ado, let's check it out, shall we? Yeah, tell me that's not one sexy car, especially for £4,500. I say 4.5, it was actually 4,300 plus fees at an auction, so it came to about £4,600. Now I know what you're thinking, yeah, £4,500 sounds alright, it is cheap for one of them, but it's obviously written off. No, it's HPI clear. Oh, it's obviously got crazy high mileage. Well, not really, 92,500, I don't think that's too bad. I've owned these on 130, I think. Okay, well, obviously it's absolutely knackered then. Not really. Yes, V8! Woo! So why was it so cheap? Especially as this car is in such a nice spec. I absolutely love the red interior. Black paintwork with a red interior is definitely one of, if not my favourite colour combination. This one comes with sat-nav, heated seats, all the little extras that are extras when it comes to buying an S5 of this era. Well, I bought this from an auction and it came with an RAC report and it said engine noise or moderate engine noise or something like that on there. I'll try and put a little clip up. And so I think it probably put a lot of people off, and it went for what I say 4,300. I had a proxy bid of 5,700 in, so I'm absolutely quids in at this point. And I'd love to be, you know, sound really smart and heroic and brave and say, yeah, I knew that noise was X, Y, or Z because I've had so many of them and I'm so experienced, I know so much. But the truth is I hadn't seen the report. I somehow missed it. I'm trying to buy so many cars every day and I tend to think, I've looked at the report for that, I haven't looked at the report for this, and I tend to just get stuff confused, and for some reason in my head it had a perfectly clear report, which is why I put a bid of 5,700 in, when if I knew it had engine noise I probably would have run a mile. But lucky for me, it turns out that this engine noise that Mr. RAC had put down isn't from the engine at all. It actually seems to be coming from the back of the car, which is really weird, so it's kind of like a knocking noise. If I do get a clip of it, I'll put it up.
You literally get the noise to go.
Yeah. So engine's sounding nice and smooth, but here's the knock. You can hear, it's actually gone quieter again now. It was louder than that a minute ago. We give it a little push.
And noise gone.
No noise. So it's back again.
Very faint.
It's very much in this back box, isn't it? So
Yeah. I think.
but it gets louder as you rev it. But I imagine maybe a baffle or something.
Yeah, I'd say baffles have come loose.
Oh, there we go. Now it's louder again.
There we go.
That's how it was before.
Sounds like knock.
So when you rev it, you would rev the engine up, and on the decel you'd hear like. That's a really horrendous noise. I can't believe it's made that. You'd hear this, but faster. But it was coming from the back of the car, not the engine. Oh, even louder there. So it's a mount, or and now it's gone again. So sweet. Might need.
Yeah. Can't grab all that.
Maybe we should get an aftermarket exhaust anyway. Get it to sound sweet. I got Dan, the manager at my garage, to kind of stick it on the ramp for me, and we checked it over, and all the noise is actually coming from the back. It all seems to be coming from the back box, which I assume there's a bit of something broken off in there, but if you push on the right part of the exhaust, it all stops. Maybe it's knocking on something, you know, I honestly don't know, but you can hear that it is coming from this center box and nowhere else, and if you wedge it up, it's all gone. So worst case scenario, it needs an exhaust. Now, these things sound absolutely awesome with a good exhaust system on them. This one seems to be completely standard, at least engine-wise. Although I say that, I think it has got R8 coil packs on there, pretty common modification to do. So I might even put an aftermarket exhaust on this because I know how good they sound. This one being a manual as well, which if you are going to buy one of these, I reckon definitely get the manual. I love an automatic. I'm an absolute automatic convert, but when you've got a nice V8 engine, and in one of these, the gearbox is so easy to use, and it's a pleasure to use, really. I think thanks to the black alloy wheels, black paintwork, and the red interior, with a nice aftermarket exhaust on this, it's really going to help it appeal to a certain type of customer who's going to want to buy this car, aka drug dealers and me. Which is funny, really, because when we were having this car valeted, we picked out there must have been about 8 different SIM cards all ready to be popped out of the little prepaid cards or whatever. So I wonder what the profession of the previous owner was. So these cars are about 350, 360 horsepower and should do 0 to 60 in 5.1 seconds. Let's see how we do. Oh, good launch. Woohoo! That felt good. I don't know if that actually relates to speed, but if you've seen in my previous reviews, I can be pretty bad at launching, but I guess the four-wheel drive system's helping me out there. It just got up and went. Just to add to my absolute feeling of smugness, that was 5.36 seconds, and I'm an absolute clown in a car, so I'm well chuffed with that. 0.26 seconds off what the factory state it should be. Credit to the car and the four-wheel drive system, really, nothing to do with me. That's pretty much going to wrap this video up, guys. I'm not doing a full review on the car. I'm basically uploading this just to gloat about my great luck, but I will. That's the way it goes, isn't it? Sometimes you have amazing luck like this, and sometimes you get some absolute lemons. In fact, I get more than my fair share of absolute lemons, so this probably just about balances it out. That said, if you do want to see a full review on the car, really going into a few more details about it, my thoughts on the S5 in general, then leave a comment, let me know, and what I'll try and do is, whether it's a standard exhaust or we get an aftermarket on here, I will get it out and do a proper road test once we've got it. That's assuming someone doesn't sell it while I'm on holiday next week, but if they do, fingers crossed, the new owner they're going to need a new exhaust, so they're going to have to wait for that, and hopefully they'll let me go out and record a video in it. So if you haven't already, please do like, subscribe, and I will see you in the next video.